Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. This is your boy Ishmael Bouyan here, and this is my channel here. Last video that I've uploaded was years ago, and that time I was in high school. Now I'm a college student, and I decided to, as I'm approaching the end of my college time, I wanted to make a video of some of the things that I learned while being in college here. And this is a emotional video here because, especially, you know, college is not the same thing as high school, right? What college requires is a lot of different things here, right? Number one is you got to be really, really active with the people around you in college in order to, succeed, right? Many people in college are basically, they don't have a place to hang with. Most people, when I first entered college, my freshman year, I've seen that many people already had friends, already had groups of people that they knew, mainly from high school, right? And for the people that who didn't really have much friends, they're kind of new to the environment. They didn't know anyone here. So one of the biggest tips that I could potentially give you is that once you guys come into the college, right, try to join as many clubs as y'all can, right? I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I've learned in college is like during my freshman year, I used to be super duper shy. I haven't really joined any clubs, haven't really interacted, right? So you guys could interact with many different clubs. For example, they have, a lot of different, groups, right? For example, I'm Bengali and I mostly hang out with the BSA club. There could be, other clubs that you guys might be interested in, anime clubs, sport clubs, anything that you guys are interested in or aligns with you. Try to join those clubs because I feel like those friends are really going to be your strongest people that's going to be with you for the longest of time. The people in the class, I feel like in a general with going to a commuter college here, a lot of people are very antisocial, right? Basically, they complete the class and then they go home, right? Because most people that come to college has either a part-time job or a full-time job. Everyone is hustling in college, so making friends is kind of hard. Number two that I've learned is that college is not like high school, right? College requires, right, you're taking 3 credit classes, right? I'm assuming you guys take 4 to 5 classes. It's definitely not like high school here because the work really, really adds up, right? So I feel like make your schedule correctly, right? If you guys are working, make sure to balance the both, right? Make a proper schedule. Do not stack classes on top of each other. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes I've done during my freshman year of college here. I was stacking classes because I wanted to take off for like the rest of the week. Just have 2 or 3 days that I go in, rest of the days off. Worst decision that I've ever done, right? I rather spread my classes out 4 days of class, right? And rather than just putting all the classes in 1 or 2 days, then the exams are going to pile up, especially if you're a pre-med major like me. Those science classes are a no joke. So if you have like 2-3 exams on the same day, you're obviously cooked, right? Unless you're intelligent, bro. So you got to be studying for multiple exams at a time. That's just crazy here. Another thing that I've learned is primary science classes. I don't know about the other classes, but those classes are huge, right? Around 500 to 1,000 students. So I feel like communication is really the key. The professor is not going to know your name, so go up to the professor, introduce yourself, get acquainted with the professor, right? And try to always, if you guys have any type of questions, use the office hours, use the tutoring services, because 9 out of 10 times you might be confused with a question and you may never get to ask the professor, right? But you guys could in the class, I mean. So what you guys could do is go to the tutoring centers, email the professor, take initiative and go into the office hours, emailing the professor in advance, and going to the tutoring center. Another one is cramming for exams, right? I've personally dealt with this, is that I used to cram exams 1 or 2 days before, like high school, and thought everything would be fine. college is really hard. There's a lot of materials to cover, and most of the exams are either cumulative or they just multiple exams. Exams are like 80% of your grade here. So if you fail one exam, you're definitely cooked. So what you guys could do is take these exams seriously. This is not like high school where attendance does matter, but not a lot. Like attendance in college, high school, you have activities that you do and many other components, right? So assessments are kind of worth less. In college, it's worth about 80 to 90% of a grade, sometimes even 100% of your grade, right? So it is definitely a lot, right? So try to at least, I would say, prepare for your exams a week, 1 to 2 weeks in advance, so you guys could actually study. Flashcards is a big thing. Basically take resources like using AI to like come up with flashcards, questions that could help you prepare for your exam. So before the exam day, it could help you prepare for the exam. So as I'm getting close to graduating here, you want to also take initiative of the internships that they offer. For example, I don't know if you guys have Handshake. Handshake is a big priority if you guys trying to land some part-time jobs here. Internship, try to join career, oriented clubs, basically programs that's going to help you find jobs, help you find internships, right? Try to go with those, right? Apply to multiple internships, right? So you guys could actually, land an internship, right? Mainly around your third year, you guys should at least have one internship completed. Do not wait till like the last year and not have any internship, not have any experiences, because that's just going to look bad in your resume, right? Try to find different internships, right? Via Handshake, via your college's website. Make appointments with the career center. Use your college's website as a resource, right? Communicate with the advisor. One of the biggest things whenever I have any questions, I used to essentially go to my advisor. He's the one who gave me sort of my first role, the peer leading advisor, which I unfortunately could not do, but that was my first offer that I landed, just getting right into college, which is just helping students with the interface, the CUNY First, and many other things, right? That's I feel like a part-time job is hard to find, yes, but you guys take advantage of what your college offers, right? Stay up to date with your grades, look at your degree works, and make sure what you need. But yeah, guys, that's just some of the things that I've learned in college. Basically, don't treat college like high school. And yeah, basically. And I also learned that most of the classes are basically self-taught. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, it is. Basically, most of the science classes in general is like the professor says it, but I don't really understand the way that the professor is trying to teach. So it's like when I don't get the topics, what I have to do is I got to come home, I got to study by myself, maybe watch YouTube on the same topic that was taught in class, because I just couldn't understand, right? So it's like, guys, it's like I feel like college, more of it is teaching yourself the content here, right? It's not like your professor's not going to hold your hand and teach you this. They definitely have tutoring services that you could take advantage of, but I feel like college is mostly I feel like self-taught, so you really got to take initiative in it working. If you guys really enjoyed this video, guys, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and let me know in the comments what year you are in the college, guys. And yeah, guys, stay tuned for the next video here. Peace.